Swift Steps and why you're here.
Sure. So I'm here today to talk about Swift Steps, the recovery community that I founded. We are basically a sober fan community. We are Taylor Swift fans, and we're also into recovery and continuously working on ourselves and trying to improve ourselves and heal together.
That's beautiful. I myself am actually in recovery too. I've been abstinent from all drugs and alcohol, any mood or mind altering substances for about 7 years now. I got sober in 2018. When did you get sober?
2016, September
Oh,
1st.
you got more time than me.
We all have today, though.
Did you go to the Eras tour?
I did.
Yeah.
Well, at first I couldn't get tickets. I was outside of the Philadelphia show a year ago, and I couldn't get in, and that's where I got the idea for Swift Steps. I was outside, and everybody was just like so happy for everybody else. Like the boys in the dresses with the nail polish on,
Yeah.
it didn't matter. Like everybody was just thrilled for everybody else's outfit. Oh, you have tickets. That's so amazing. I'm so happy for you. Everybody was safe. Everybody was emotionally safe and physically safe, and I really felt like physically, bodily safe. Like it was the safest I'd ever felt in a crowd like that. It was just all good energy. And I just really thought at the time, like, how cool would it be to have this same vibe, this same energy, this same inclusivity in a recovery community where it doesn't matter how you're recovering, it doesn't matter where you're at on your journey, that you're allowed to come to a meeting even if you're utilizing harm reduction tools, or if you're on maintenance medications. You can still share your story. Abstinence is not required. You don't have to believe in a higher power. So I just really wanted a place where like everybody could feel welcome. That's kind of where I got the idea for Swift Steps. But I didn't get in then. But then my sister and we did eventually get tickets to Miami, and I got to go. And
that was last year. Or
it was in October.
Yeah.
It was really great. My sister and I went, and she's a little crazy pants, and went on StubHub the night before and was like watching prices, and she asked me what my limit was, and I told her, which was way under hers. And then she was just like, screw it, I can't deal with this anxiety. I'm just paying for you to go. And so we went the night before too.
Wow.
And every birthday present, every Christmas present forever is paid off. You know,
so
like she never has to give me anything ever again.
You didn't feel triggered at all being at a concert with alcohol there? Because I know that at certain Eras tours, they were offering, like, I believe, like, alcoholic beverages that were Taylor Swift themed.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that, like cutesy names for cocktails and stuff like that. But I did see a lot of mocktails.
Okay.
No, I didn't feel triggered myself. I just had like a really great time, and I took bracelets and cards with me, and I tried to connect with people. And one woman actually like couldn't believe that I walked up to her. She reminded me of somebody else in our group, and it's why she, like, her look appealed to me. She drew me to her, and I handed her the bag and the card and the bracelet, and I explained to her what it was, and she stopped like dead in her tracks and said, I just got out of rehab today. My family picked me up today. You don't know how much this means to me. So just that one interaction with her was so incredible. But no, I didn't feel triggered. I had great memories at there.
That's awesome. Yeah, for me, I go to a lot of concerts and a lot of shows. And one of the things that I'm always very vigilant about and very conscious about and mindful is what's going to be served there. So, you know, I don't want to be going to an event and, like, be surrounded by drunk people. And so that's why I created this event today. It's like, you know, I wanted somewhere that people could come, even if they're not a Swiftie, like, even if they hate Taylor Swift, just somewhere that they could go on Valentine's Day weekend that is safe, that is sober, that is, like, a fun environment. And today we had karaoke. You shared your story. We have these amazing raffle prizes that we put together.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's really important. And I also think that, like, the community around us is really opening their eyes that you can have fun without alcohol, you know?
Absolutely. Yeah, we do stuff all the time. Like, just as a group, we have craft nights on Zoom, like coral diamond paint, or make bracelets, or whatever random craft we have gone down the rabbit hole in. A lot of us, you know, jump from craft to craft to craft, from project to project. So, yeah.
What's your favorite thing about Swift Steps?
that I get to be a human being and make mistakes there. Because your girl makes some mistakes.
Yeah.
And they just love me through it anyway. And just support me anyway. So, yeah, that's my favorite thing. That even though, like, I'm the founder, the business owner, the facilitator of all the meetings, like, I'm still a human being, too. And I'm still someone in recovery, and they get that.
Now, one of the things that I'm so in love with Swift Steps is the fact that there's no shade. So, like, you have people that are on MAT, which is medication-assisted treatment. So, like, Vivitrol, methadone, like those, you know, and there's no shame. Like, people can be in your group, and that's how we are here at Valley Spring. Also, Valley Spring Recovery Center offers MAT in their program, and like, we are here to support anybody who walks through our doors, and that's kind of like the same vibe that Swift Steps has. Like, you guys support anybody, even if it's eating disorder recovery, self-harm recovery, anxiety and depression recovery. Like, it's a beautiful, beautiful, safe space for people to come together, and I think it's so important that, you know, people know about you guys, and like that other treatment centers know about you too, because not everybody wants to do the typical traditional treatment, you know, and it's 2025. There's so many different ways to recover and to get sober.
There really are. And you know, when I left treatment, I left on maintenance. And I was on it for the first 5 years of my recovery / sobriety, however you want to define it. And nobody's going to tell me that those 5 years don't count.
Yep.
They're just not going to.
Yep.
I mean, they can. I will just laugh at them because they can. Look, I clawed my way to get
Haters
here.
gonna hate, right?
Every single day that I remained sober and in recovery, I clawed to get here, whether I was on maintenance or not.
Yeah. One of the things also that I really love about this community is just hearing other people's stories. Because when you were sharing your story earlier today, like, one of the women in the audience, she said, she's like, I'm not a Swiftie, but I came anyway because I needed the safe, sober space.
Yeah.
And she heard your story, and she's like, I felt that. I'm going through that right now, you know?
Yes.
And that's so important.
She said, like, I needed to hear that. And anytime somebody says, like, I needed to hear your story today, it reinforces this, like, don't listen to the lie that your brain tries to tell you, or your addict brain tries to tell you, which is like, you have nothing of importance to say, you have nothing of importance to offer, like, what do you have to tell anybody else? Don't bring the vibe down with your depressing nonsense. Like, always speak up and share, because you're probably going to inspire somebody else to share something, or somebody's going to be able to relate to you, or you might just save somebody's life. So if you're ever just like, I have nothing to offer, we all have something to offer.
Yeah, I love that. That's beautiful. And if anybody that's viewing this video happens to relate to it, in the sense that they think that they might be struggling with substance abuse, or with mental health, or eating disorder, anything, and they need help, there's no shame in that. And behind us actually is the Valley Spring Recovery Center website. It's www.valleyspringrecovery.com. And it's very easy to manage, and you can see this is our home website. You can get started by speaking with an admissions counselor right away by calling 855-924-5320. And if anybody needs help, we're here, Valley Spring Recovery Center. And with Swift Steps, it's a Facebook group. They meet weekly, daily almost.
We meet 5 times a week. We have monthly craft nights. We have a book club now. We have fitness classes. We have a whole lot of stuff going on. Almost every day you can have something to do. And there's always an active chat of like 30 people. If you need support, you know, you reach out and there's always somebody there. So yeah, www.swiftsteps.org. You can get all the info there.
Awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for coming here. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you for having us. It was wonderful. I'm so
Happy
grateful.
Valentine's Day.
You too.
All right. Thank you.